The middle of the morning had Dayton officers rushing to this street. They discovered a man badly injured after he was shot.
In the street, he had a gun in his hand, and then I hear 2 shots.
Officers began life-saving techniques on the individual who had been shot.
Medics transported the victim to a local hospital, but they later succumbed to their injuries.
A 22-year-old landscaper was hard at work and was shot and killed. Surely there must be a reason for this.
Police said witnesses told them it appeared the gunman was upset when workers blew the sidewalk clear of debris and some of it hit his car. He confronted at least one worker, and that escalated very quickly into the fatal shots being fired.
Do you know how this started? Do you know who was shot?
Yeah, it was an argument over grass clippings on a car.
We were in court as Travis Jackson faced a judge. Right after entering a not guilty plea for him, the court gave Jackson a 7-figure bond.
We'll set bond in your case at $1 million, cash or surety.
So this guy killed someone over grass on his car. Great display of self-control. You know what could have solved this problem? A hose and 2 minutes of time. But he's going with self-defense, which at first glance doesn't exactly pass the sniff test. But let's look at his claims.
A defense lawyer told us his murder suspect acted in self-defense.
The defense says the suspect was assaulted to the point of nearly losing consciousness and fired to defend himself.
So a guy who was on the clock working assaulted somebody, putting his entire job and future at risk? It's possible, but it doesn't seem likely.
We believe this is a case of self-defense. They use the term argument about certain things, but the reality was it was a conversation and he requested they to do something. And then next thing you know, he's being assaulted by an individual who he had no beef with at all.
He had no beef with? We've established pretty firmly that he was upset about grass clippings on his car, regardless if it was self-defense or not. So there was beef, it would seem.
He was being victimized and he responded in self-defense. And we believe that the evidence is going to show that in the future.
I'd love to know how he was being victimized. Was he being attacked with a weed whacker? Why don't you be specific if you have this evidence? A lot of people have front door cameras, so yeah, I'd imagine there's a good chance this will be cleared up pretty quickly.
Jackson's lawyer also told me today that Jackson rendered aid to Staggs and called 911.
He rendered aid and called 911. Witnesses said he walked right back into the house.
He just turned around and walked in the house like, oh, what the I just do? Like he was in shock, like he was in disbelief that he did that.
The suspected gunman had walked back into his own home.
And then I saw about 15 officers break down his door and go in his house.
So far, the one 911 call that dispatchers produced in response to our public records request did not come from Jackson.
The plane is crashing before it even leaves the airport.